Hello my dear students, I welcome you all to your history online class. So in today's class we'll be doing the continuation part of your 5th chapter from your history, that is known as the Khalji dynasty. So if you have seen the previous video of part 1 about the same chapter, you have seen that how Jalaluddin Khalji stood as the great founder or the main founder of the Khalji dynasty, followed by his son known as Alauddin Khalji, also as nephew or son-in-law, and then what were the measures taken by him in order to stay away from the Mongol invasion. At the same time, what were the measures taken by him. So in today's class we will discuss about what were the economic measures that he took in order to make his kingdom or his empire very strong, away from all those kinds of problem, and how to help all those subjects, and what were the commodities that the price were being reduced. So let's start the class. So first, talking about Alauddin economic reform. So Alauddin is regarded as one of the great founder of the Khalji dynasty, though he conspired against his father-in-law by murdering him or by by killing him, but finally he stood as the main king, and then lots of progress, lots of achievement as well as development started flourishing in the Khalji dynasty. So under the economic reforms also we see that how he made certain kinds of laws and orders, rules and regulations for all those kinds of kingdom who wanted to have a good relation with the Khalji dynasty under the king known as Alauddin Khalji. So talking first with the South Sultan, how they were also paying an annual tribute. Once in a year, how they used to come in order to greet Alauddin Khalji, and what kind of tributes in the form of wealth, in the form of war horses or any such kind of weapon were also been given by those kinds of kings to Alauddin Khalji. Second, talking about the control of prices of all those kinds of commodities. So how he was also maintaining the prices of all those kinds of production that were been going on in his kingdom by those kinds either done by the farmer or peasants, and finally talking about what were the strategy that was been made by him. Next, talking about even he increased the taxes from 1/3 to half, because even he knew that what are the plans or what are the system that he had to take in order to make his kingdom or empire very strong, and for that also he increased the price of the taxes. Next, talking about the standing army. So we are very much familiar with the word known as standing army, because for the first time under the Delhi Sultanate, Alauddin Khalji was the main king who introduced standing army. Why? Because in order to stay away from the Mongol attack under Genghis Khan. So lots of forts, lots of old forts were also repaired, and buildings were also constructed in order to stay away from those kinds of Mongol invasion. At the same time, standing army also was created. Next, talking about the poets as well as scholars. So under Alauddin Khalji there were many poets as well as scholars who contributed in the form of different works as well as biographies based on the conquest, based on the administration as well as the whole scenario of the Khalji kingdom. Talking about the poets and scholars, we see mainly talking about Amir Khusro, who is also regarded as the father of Qawwali. Qawwali is also a form of singing. It's a form of group singing. And then Amir Hassan, so who also contributed through those kinds of singing mode, through different types of work as well as the books written emphasizing on the Khalji dynasty, and especially talking about the Alauddin Khalji, his administration and the measures taken by him in order to stay away from those kinds of kingdom, from those kinds of enemies or rivals. Next, we talk about the achievements. So what were exactly the achievements that was being done by Alauddin Khalji, where lots of construction of buildings, monuments also were being made under his supervision or under his leadership. That we see with the Alai Darwaza, followed by Madrasa, Siri Fort, even talking about the house khas. Like Madrasa was a particular like a school where the lots of knowledges were being given on the basis of Islam religion. And as we all know, the Islam was the main religion which was founded by Prophet Muhammad, and lots of like Abu Bakr and the followers who wanted to spread as well as propagate the religion known as Islam, and even he emphasized the same kind of religion through different madrasas opening, where lots of young students were also called for those kinds of education. Next, we talk about the Qutbuddin Mubarak. So after the death of Alauddin Khalji in the year of 1316 CE, we see the last ruler known as Qutbuddin Mubarak Shah Khilji, who was not so efficient as well as not so good ruler in comparison to Alauddin Khalji, but still he also made a lot of contribution in the form of administration in the form of military system, and even he wanted to make a kind of welfare to the top of this dynasty known as Khalji dynasty, and that ultimately led to him to be a king as well as the last ruler of the Khalji dynasty. So the last topic for today's class, that is known as the 3 volumes. So under the Khalji dynasty, we mainly study about the 3 kinds of volume which is been emphasized on the 3 kings. The great founder or the main founder of Jalaluddin Khalji, second Alauddin Khalji, and the third known as Shah Mubarak. So first we see in the volume that is known as Khazma Futa, which mainly emphasized on the topic of Alauddin conquest. So lots of expedition, lots of work also was being done by Alauddin Khalji with the help of his slave known as Malik Kafur, and that all kinds of conquests where he went, invaded those kinds of areas who are written in those kinds of volume. Second, we talk about the Mista-ul-Futa. So this is one of the main volume which has been written on the Jalaluddin Khalji's victory. Though he was only for a short time of period of as a king, but still lots of victories are also his accomplishment, and that is written in this volume. And the last volume, that is known as Nusipir. So Nusipir mainly focuses about the last ruler, that is known as Qutbuddin Mubarak Shah Khalji, mainly emphasizing his reigning period. So he was the last king of the Khalji dynasty, but he ruled only for 4 years. And after that we see the new empire that arose under the Delhi Sultanate, and that is known as the Tughlaq dynasty, and that Tughlaq dynasty will study in our next class. Hope you have understood for today's class whatever I have explained regarding the Khalji dynasty and the economic measures taken by Alauddin Khalji, and obviously the last king known as Shah Mubarak. Till then, stay safe, God bless, thank you.